everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Patriots going up against the Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They go play action here on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And here we go on 1st and goal. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Coney Ely in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Set. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Mahomes now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills are on point.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Space to maneuver at the 40. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a handoff handoff as they run left side. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are in for 6. And that makes it 14-10. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On first down is Mahomes. He gets it to Cooks. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So the Broncos coming out now.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Denver right after this. Now back to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. Lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man, Boyd. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And some space here. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Let's go!
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Airing one out for Boyd. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
6 yards to go here on second down.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Patriots. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to run him down for a 15-yard loss. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 33. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And the Cowboys, they've moved out in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 38-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henderson. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A good pickup there at 22.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Quick update from Levi's Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
No. Check. Patriot. Let's go. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that's a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now he's forced out right. Looking deep now for McCoy. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Around the NFL, third quarter now up in Seattle. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Mahomes now on first down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath, nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
On first down, Mahomes going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And Denver getting set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got some space here. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is knocked down from the side. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, the receiver won in a big way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's Mahomes to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On second down, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A win would be their first of the young season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Mahomes. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he spins past him and into space. And he'll be knocked down sideways. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short. It's 4th down. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Back Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second down following the run.
Watch tight end. 4 down. Check. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Here we go now. Blue 90.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Broncos on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Denver. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He gets this one to Boyd. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now in desperation, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Here we go now.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would have thought.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And now running right through it.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.